Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Infamous Iron Man issue number 10. Okay, now we do not pick up from the last issue. We do not pick up with him seeing Tony Stark, Sorcerer Supreme. All right. Instead, he's in this place, this really weird place. He's there with his mother. All right. It's not the astral plane. It's just some different pocket dimension she made with an entire hospitable environment. Not the biggest portion of this. Basically, she's sitting there, she's trying to get him to take his armor off, and he does, but then he puts it on, takes it off, puts it on. Like, it just makes me think, like, the poor guy, he's been in armor his whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's his shell, and it's a shame. Like, delving into the roots of the character of who Doctor Doom actually is, And speaking of which, Ben Grimm is there with Agent Carter and sees all this destruction from the helicarrier and whatnot. It's like, Dr. Doom did this. Like, listen, Victor Von Doom does, and he cuts her off. He's like, listen, he's not Victor Von Doom. All right, he's not Victor. He's not Iron Man. Okay, he's Dr. Doom. That's who he is. And it's funny, the power in a name. And you can't humanize someone if you're constantly giving them their worst name. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he's doing here. But we're going to start seeing a bit of a change here, I think. I'm hoping, because one of the thickest knuckleheads in the world, in the Marvel Universe, actually is Ben Grimm, the Thing. But he also has a good heart. So I think that he's going to be able to see that when you look past the label that you've given someone, you can actually change that name on your own, And that's basically what he's doing here, because he actually calls him Vic by the end of this. You see, whatever is going on between Doom and his mom, Mama Doom, she's trying to teach him some things. He's trying to learn some things, or trying to figure things out. And little things that she'll do will cause him to put his armor back on. And at one point she realizes she's not going to get through to him, and the Maker shows up. And yeah, that's when things get really weird. Because, why'd you bring him here? What was your purpose? And we know that he wants Doom dead, or at least we want for the Thing to try and kill him. Maybe that's not actually what the case is. Maybe the Maker really wants Ben Grimm dead. Because, let's be realistic just for a second. If Ben Grimm is actually going to try and kill Dr. Doom, the Maker is expecting that Doom is definitely going to kill the Thing. Does Ben Grimm really stand a chance against him? So, yeah, maybe that's actually what it is, because eventually Doom shows up back on Earth in Latveria, right at Castle Doom, where Ben Grimm is there, and he sees this little girl, and, she's trying to look for something that she could sell, And he's like, well, at least Dr. Doom is gone. And she's like, are you kidding me? I'd do anything to have Lord Doom back. He loved us. He actually loved us. You don't understand that. And it gives him something to think about. So when all of a sudden Doom crash lands on where the former Castle Von Doom was, he's like, Vic, what the hell? And he's like, if you are who you say you are, then run. Get out of here. And so that's what's making me think that it's actually, maybe it's Ben Grimm and possibly the Human Torch also, that the Maker once killed, because it's weird. It's a really weird scenario, but I'm kind of okay with the direction that this is going. It's not linear, you know what I'm saying? Because otherwise we'd be dealing with what happened, and where's Riri? She was just here, for crying out loud. So the way that I'm looking at this from this point on, I think, is just sit back and enjoy the story that Bendis is telling. And hey, if at the end I don't like it, cool. I'll be like, hey, Bendis is a butthead. In the meantime, I'm enjoying this, and I don't need it to be all chronological. I'm not bound to things having to be explained to me. Not with this story, not with these two stories together. This is good just the way it is. So with that in mind, I'm going to give it a controversial A-, okay? Because maybe you will love the story, but I think a lot of people are going to be like, this doesn't make any sense. It's all out of order. What the hell? Bendis isn't even consistent with himself, and you are not even in the remotest wrong. You're right. But I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt that this is going to end up being a really, really good story. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.